what I love? I love it when I try to do a message for you guys and the devil comes and he just interrupts it. All day long, I have been thinking of this message and how I am going to portray it, but I slept in, had to go and run some errands, and just now I was about 2 minutes into the message and the UPS man came up behind me, got out of the car, and I'm just like, I can barely see him in the window there, and so I'm turning around looking, and he's just taking his sweet time. So he took about a good 5 minutes, just hanging around doing whatever he was doing. So I know that when I have a message that is important and that somebody is supposed to hear this, the devil will do anything he can to get me to not say it. And I think it's actually hysterical. It's like, yeah, good on you, devil, but this isn't going to work. I'm going to get my message out. I'll just be patient. It's okay. So I want you to think about last night. Did you dream? Do you usually dream? Do you remember your dreams? Because lately I have had so many dreams, and most of them have been warning dreams. Either a warning for myself or for other people. I literally have had to get my little notebook out and say, okay, God, what does this mean? And he has to tell me what it means for people. Sometimes I just know, and then sometimes I have to really get into prayer and be like, okay, God, what does this mean? And I used to have dream books. I actually still do have a dream book. But I notice that, yeah, I have the basic concept of what certain things mean, and what I'm looking for in a dream. But for the most part, I just have to go to God. Like last night, I was climbing. I was going up on steps. I was on a sidewalk. Everything was uphill, climbing to get to things. I was on this hill that was really snowy and icy, and I kept like sliding back down, and I had to like get my traction on to go up this hill, going up steps. So I know that I'm in a season of my life where I'm in an uphill climb, and that's okay. I know that that's what it is. And so God gave me some more insight. Also in my dream last night, there was a mouse, and the mouse to me is like an annoyance. Like I'm scared of mice. Like if I see one in real life, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna be that girl. But really it's like this annoyance. Like you don't want it there and you need to get rid of it, which is almost kind of like what the devil's doing to me today. He's trying to annoy me so I don't do this message. But I want to talk to you about how dreams are really biblical, and how since the beginning of time in Genesis, I think starting in Genesis 37 with Joseph, and Joseph having a dream about his brothers and going and telling his brothers about his dream. Then later Joseph was in Pharaoh's court, and Pharaoh had a dream, and Joseph was able to interpret the dream for him. Nebuchnezzar had a dream in Daniel. Joseph, the other Joseph, the husband of Mary, had a warning kind of a dream. And I want to share with you, Acts 2:17 says that in the last day God says, I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy, your young men will see visions, and your old men will dream dreams. And when I first came to really start understanding Jesus and understanding the Holy Spirit within me, and the Holy Spirit came upon me and started giving me, certain I'm trying to think of what to call it, but certain gifts, the gifts of the Holy Spirit. When I started noticing that, and he started doing these things, and it was about 4.5 years ago now. It was a lot of visions. I had a lot of visions, and I really like having visions, and they are stuck in my head. Like I don't know that I'll ever forget some of the visions that I had. Now I have a lot of dreams, and sometimes the dreams I pay attention to, sometimes I don't. But I think the warning that I'm supposed to tell everybody is to pay attention to your dreams, because there's a lot of warning dreams going out there right now. Personally, for me, I'm having a lot of warning dreams for myself and for other people. Sometimes, like I said, I just know them, and sometimes I really have to go into prayer about what they mean, especially when it's for somebody else, because I don't know exactly what's going on in somebody else's life. You just know kind of the surface level. And so I really need to go into prayer to see, is this something that I'm supposed to tell this person about? What are you trying to tell me? Things like that. And I had some really key people in my dream last night. And one of them, a girl from work, she's been in a lot of my dreams lately. Like, we are hanging out at work and we are hanging out at night in my dreams. Like, I don't know what's going on, but she definitely is going through a troubling time or a season in her life. And my dreams are definitely portraying that. Now, yesterday, my dream was really about myself, and to kind of stop daydreaming about things and start working. Literally, what the Lord said to me is, and I'm just going to share this to you. I was carrying a lot of heavy things. And God told me when I went into prayer that carrying your own or someone else's burdens when things are heavy. He said you were walking, climbing, stepping up because you are making your battles more difficult than they need to be. Have you ever done that? Have you ever made something more difficult than it needs to be? Well, apparently I'm in that stage right now. You didn't get to the top or to the victory because you aren't doing the work that needs to be done to get there. You pray and you daydream, but you are lacking the work. I value work. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. I value work. It's part of everyone's life. To daydream is to be lazy. Pray plus work equals success. Come to me and I will show you the way to go. And I know what it is. I just know what it is that I am daydreaming about and what I am kind of wanting to happen for my future. I'm just checking out this different path and seeing if it works for me. I feel like God is telling me to do this, just extra little path, and it is actually writing children's books. And so, but I'm not, like, writing it and having the idea of it and stuff is easy for me, but I have to figure out a way to illustrate it, and then I have to figure out a way to publish it, and I have to figure out all these different things that seem to be difficult and taking more time than necessary. But I keep telling myself that nothing worth having is easy, so just to keep on going with it, that I believe it's going to go somewhere. They're going to be Christian children's book, and they're going to be based on Lily, my dog, and experiences that she has. And I think they're pretty cute, and I think that they will do really good. But it's just getting over some of these little battles. So I believe that God's telling me to do that. So this dream or this message is really about you and paying attention to the dreams that you have, to the people that are in your dreams, what is going on, and then really going to prayer, especially if you are remembering and something is really daunting to you. Like some of these dreams, most dreams I don't remember, but there's 3 in the last month, I would say, that are just really hanging over me. And it's pretty interesting to see. And I believe that we are in the last days. You've heard me say this before, at least within my guesstimate is within the next 50 years or so. I could be totally off that, but that's just what I'm feeling in my spirit. And yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more people come to Christ. A lot more people are going to find the gifts of the Spirit. And so if you are not one of those people yet, hang on, because you've got a great ride ahead of you. And it sounds scary sometimes, but it's not scary. It's actually very invigorating. And I am good with warning dreams. I am good when I go to God and He kind of convicts me of something, because then I know in my heart, what I need to do better. And my full life is dedicated to getting to heaven, not only myself, but to tell other people and try to get you there also. And that's what this children book is for, and that's what this message is for. Even when I go to work and just the way I treat people, it's what it's for. It's not just about going to church. It's way, way beyond that. And it's invigorating and it's exciting. And I just pray that all of you get some sort of a holy spiritual gift and really hone in on it. Not just salvation and going to heaven, but really living the life here on earth that you are supposed to live, not only for yourself, but dedicated to helping other people. So I'm going to end with that today. I hope that you learned something on this message today and that you enjoyed it. And I pray that you all have a very, very blessed day.